Hey my friends, how you doing? It's me and my cat Lolo, and today we are going to talk about the art of little things. This is especially aimed at all the people who say, I'm not living in a big city, I'm not having an amazing life, I'm not doing crazy things, so how can I do art and who would be interested in my very normal life? And that is a good question, but the answer to that is that a lot of great artworks are actually about the little things in life. And the reason for that is because we are all experiencing them. They are part of everybody's life. Everyone can access and understand them and relate to them and connect to the topics. You can flow right into that story or that artwork and ponder for yourself about the implications of that artwork. So being normal is a very good starting point to being a great artist. So what are the little things in life? And I would say a good starting point is simply pondering about the things that are around you and also taking in all the information that you can from books, from movies, from music, from other artworks, from poems, stuff like that. Especially for those who are made with a lot of quality. So not like the cheap just entertainment thing, but the artful creations or the knowledge-based creations that give you more information, because they give you a lot more information about how everything is connected in life and the world. And if you have this information, you have a lot more ways to ponder about things and connect things and make them into interesting perspectives of the world. So I would suggest just consume every kind of art you can and see how this changes your mind. And for me, it's also reading a lot and looking at artworks and stuff like that is really like cleaning and brushing my brain, not brushing the teeth, but the brain, and clearing it up from all the gooey, sticky, sugary stuff that we consume every day, like Netflix shows and all this kind of stuff that is nice to consume, but it's more a dessert and not a main course. A main course is more stuff that really gives you new perspectives and way to think about things. And also to try out yourself in a lot of different ways, because the important thing, and this is what a lot of successful people also say, especially a successful artists, is it is more about the frequency than the quality of what you do that makes you a better artist. So if you try to do art every day, even in a small way, even if you think it's not the best thing that you have ever done, just doing this process gives you so much experience and so much angles and so much perspectives on how to approach a topic that, especially at the moment when you feel like you have a great idea, you then have the skill and the experience to execute it in a really interesting way. So for me, I do a lot of different stuff. I do music, I do drawing, I write poems. And by the way, I want to bring out a collection of my poems this year. This is one of my goals. And also I want to read one of them to you that I wrote just on the side, like a note when I go for a walk or stuff like that. So here's an example of what I would say the little things in art that are still interesting. So let's go with this one. I have, like you see, small books with me where I can write inside. I always just write on one side because I feel like the ink would like get on both sides over the years, so I couldn't read the text anymore. Okay, let's read this one. The road that starts at the door of my house leads to every place on our earth. Every little alley, giant desert, busy capital, mysterious jungle is connected to me. Roads, tracks, trails, a living network, some parts forbidden, others inviting. Tales, adventures, lives, filling every step, to be experienced by me or told by others. It's all potential or reality, source or goal, past or future, life or fiction. That's it. Okay. And you can see this is about the very simple fact that, of course, my house is placed on a road. And of course, this road is connected to other roads. So I could, every day of my life, just walk down that road and see amazing capitals and deserts and jungles and meet strange cultures and make new friends and have a completely different life, which most of the time I don't, but there is the potential. And it's really interesting to know that you are connected to everything else in the world. And the simple thing that is the road in front of your house is a lifeline that is connecting you basically through the rest of mankind and all the cultures and all the history and all of the world, basically. So you have potentially access to that. And this is changing your perspective on what you are, who you are, what you could do with your life, and that there is always this kind of openness that you could access it through that road. So it's a small thing with a big impact, and it makes for a very interesting perspective for an artwork. And I'm not saying this is the best poem ever, but it's something I wrote down and something I can read even years later. So I can say, okay, yes, I have done that, and it's part of the collection of things that I've done. So it makes me an artist who has done one more artwork in his life, and that is a really good thing to do and to have. And I want to encourage you to do the same thing and try to do something every day. Even if it's not the best thing you've ever done, it's something you can look back to and makes you more experienced and makes you more reflected about everything that's happening in your life and in the world. Okay, this was the creative talk about the art of little things. I hope I inspired you. See you in the next episode. Bye.